On to you, Geminis. You have the Nine of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Judgment. Let's see. Let me show it to you first and foremost, right? Let me show it to you. Okay, so for you, Geminis, a lot of you really are in a situation where that's interesting. That's interesting. A lot of you Geminis are tired of going through the struggles, tired of going through with people who just don't seem to really be consistent with them having your back, tired of dealing with them. You're tired of interacting with someone or situations that is just dysfunctional overall to you. You're just tired of it. The Judgment, right? Something is always coming for you. It's always beating down your door, right? Being dysfunctional is always keeps walking into your home. Some sort of dysfunction, whether it's a person, whether it's a situation. And the Hierophant represents, so a lot of you Geminis are just putting it up in the air, like doing what it is that you need to do, but accepting of whatever comes with that, right? Learning how to let go, like it is that I was talking about, learning how to surrender. And the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands is about how, because this kind of speaks to the things that you may want, right? Because this is about how you Geminis would your wants. So if you can get out of, because you Geminis are going through some difficult times right now, and what I'm seeing is is that a lot of you Geminis, if you want to do things, if you're able to get yourselves out of the difficult things that you would be in, you Geminis have some things in mind that you would want to do, just in general. But especially if you're healthy, if you can do it while you're healthy, if you had somebody, it would be amazing, you know? The Page of Pentacles represents, once again, the enjoyment of understanding that you can ultimately enjoy your life, even though crazy things are going on around you, potentially even to you. The Page of Swords and the Nine of Swords represents, a lot of you Geminis are just wishing that you could have went back in the past, in your past, and changed certain things, change the people that you hang around with, change the quality of the people, change the certain decisions that you made, right? Because a lot of you Geminis, y'all are wild when y'all are younger. Y'all, in y'all teenage years, y'all are wild because you're fresh, y'all are new, y'all are teenagers. So y'all, y'all want to live life. Y'all want to have fun. Y'all want to do your own thing. And all of that is cool. That's real cool. But then at the same time, you have to understand, because of that, right? Because of that, unfortunately, a lot of you Geminis, that can represent consequences that you'll have later on in the future. That's just what come with Geminis. And I've said this before in a lot of my readings, and I'll say it again, particularly when it comes to you Geminis, a lot of you Geminis, when y'all like somebody, y'all settle in, y'all could be sweet individuals. You know what I'm saying? When people really get to, I mean, bless your heart. I mean, seriously, sweet individuals. But then it's like, when you actually pay attention to like if you're not a Gemini, and then you actually paying attention to you Geminis, y'all are like, people who observe will be like, yo, this Gemini got to go through mad stuff. And honestly, you get that from being Mercury born. Because as a Virgo, I had the same, I don't have any placements in Gemini. You dig what I'm saying? I don't have any placements in Gemini, but I'm still able to speak on it because I'm Mercury born. I'm a Virgo. You understand? So because of the fact that I'm a Virgo, because of the fact that I am a Virgo, I go through a lot of the struggles that I share a lot of the struggles that you Geminis go through, right? So we share that, and we share a planet, because Mercury also rules Virgo too, right? And so now, again, kicking yourselves. So the thing is that the King of Swords and the Sun is about how a lot of you are just staying focused on the priorities that you need to handle, and focused on, you know, if you get yourselves out of this situation that you're in, how much of an enjoyment, like how much of an enjoyment life is for you now, but even how much you're going to enjoy life later, especially if you're healthy, right? And like I said, and if you're with somebody that gets you, like I said, Geminis are sweet people. Like, you'd be surprised that it's crazy. Like, you would, like, a person who's a cross watcher Gemini would be surprised if they didn't know a Gemini. Like, a lot of times people will be like, yo, Gemini's crazy. And I even used to think that to a certain extent. Like, I didn't hold any kind of grudges, but I used to think that to a certain extent. I was like, yo, why is that Gemini's so crazy? Like, they will cut you off in a drop of a hat. And Gemini can do that. But over the course of years, that was back then in 2019. Over the course of years, I've seen Geminis mature, even to where the Geminis now starting to open up, like I've been talking about, open up. You know what I mean? And actually show, like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are sweet people. And the thing is that y'all show emotion out. There was a point in time where I used to be, like, back in 2015, when I first started my original page, Geminis were cold. Aquarius was cold. Libra was cold, unfeeling. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. Now, y'all are able to let people in more. And this is what I'm talking about. This is why it is that I say that the zodiac signs and the people who are born within the zodiac signs, i.e. the people, i.e. the zodiac signs, are changing as time goes by, and evolving and changing, because 2015 is when I started doing this stuff, and up until this point, like it is I said before, the way that you Geminis move compared to now is not the same. It's not. Like, and again, if y'all can be healthy and you know, y'all are gonna enjoy y'all lives now the best you can. But if you can be healthy, some money with somebody that you like, the Sun card, it's infinite plus. Let's clarify the Sun card. Like Virgo, you know what I'm saying? Like, even as a Virgo, as a Virgo myself, you know, hyperly critical, you know, to the point where it would irritate people. And we would have a point in why we're critical, but it would irritate people. Now, look at Virgo. Even as a Virgo myself, now look at it. Virgos are able to look at and kind of look at things from a more scientific perspective. We're always going to be the scientists. But like, even I would judge to a certain extent as a Virgo. I got to admit it, right? But now I'm looking at way more things from a scientific perspective and not so moral. And looking at it like, well, let me understand what's going on. So to clarify the Sun, you have the King of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and then you have the Eight of Wands, which represents, yet again, if you can find a connection, potentially you already have one with your family members, right? Not like that, but I mean like spending time with your family members, your social circle, maybe even a romantic partner. Healthy, But even if you're not necessarily healthy, you will be spending your time enjoying it. The Knight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, because you need to deal with your priorities. Priorities has got you drained emotionally and physically, or just health-wise. But a lot of you Geminis will continue to keep moving and see what happens. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. I dislike delivering this type of news to good people, but once I see it, I have to report it.